Hello, welcome.
Cool, so we just filmed our cake recipe for people who are interested in the products, but we thought we would do a little cake recipe for anyone who's actually interested in the business. I know if you guys have been promoting Isagenix, you might have people who are asking you about the opportunity aligned with it, or they might be interested in earning an extra income. So follow the steps that we talk about, and yeah, pretty much just we cover how to chat to them, what to say, all of that sort of stuff. But yeah, feel free to make it your own. But yeah, we definitely
personal flair.
Your flair. We recommend sticking to these steps, or at least not missing them out, because as we said in the last video, when you make a cake, if you miss an ingredient, then the cake's obviously not going to work. So you got to follow all the steps. Cool, you can start.
Awesome. Cool. So where this example is kind of coming off someone who may have just expressed some interest in maybe your stories or your posts, or is just curious as to what you're doing at the moment in terms of business wise. And so this question here really helps to get that permission of them to share your journey. We don't want to be spammy or anything like that, because, you know, I feel like we can see through all the spammy stuff nowadays. So asking like, can I ask a few questions to see if I can help, gets their permission to be able to share the journey. We chatted in the last video about how important three-way chats are. So again, like, feel free, pop us in three-way chats, or your mentor, or anyone that you think aligns with them, in terms of their business.
Yeah, pretty much just like gauge what, obviously we're going to go over their goals and everything, but you can pop them in a chat with both them. Crystal and I have both earned with the company and Crystal's partner, as well if you have a guy interested. And then even if you want to just find someone and you don't know who to pop them in a chat with, just message one of us and say, oh, I have a student interested, or I have someone who wants to travel the world, or I have someone, you know, just anything, and message us and we'll be able to link you up with someone to add them to a chat with. Cool, so finding their goal. I always ask, what is your ultimate goal? Or you could always say, is there a certain amount of money you'd like to earn? Because then that way you know if they're wanting to make this as a side hustle, they might just need an extra $50 a week for gas or like groceries or something. Or you might have someone on the other end of the spectrum who wants to actually create a huge business out of this, wants to leave their job, wants to live life on their own terms. So you do need to actually find out what their goal is. So then you can either just help them get a little bit of money each week or each month, or you can actually take it to the next level with them.
Another like good question as well, like if you can kind of gauge from them that they, you know, do really want to run with it and they do really want to like make a life out of this. Another really good question is like, if time and money weren't a limit in your life, what would you be doing and why? And then that just lets their imagination run wild. And it really helps them to like paint a picture of what they want to achieve, and you to understand as well.
Yeah, no, that's a good one.
Awesome. So yeah, just getting deeper on their why as well, coming off their goal, like what would earning this mean for you? And that really helps them and you understand why they're wanting to achieve it. And, you know, it can get deeper with them and form that more personal connection and encourage you to be able to help them more as well.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Cool. So get even deeper with them. Like, you want to actually know, like, I guess what their pain point is, like why they need, because like money isn't everything, but money does take a lot of stress off a lot of people's lives, and you do actually pretty much 99% of the time need money to actually live the life that you want to live. So we understand that it's not everything, but getting deeper with them, knowing like why they actually want to earn a little bit more, or why they want to change their life, or, you know, like all of these different things. So you can use these different questions like, would you mind me asking why this goal is so important for you? Like, some people might need to pay their kids' school bills, or like, you know, you need to know like why they're actually doing it, because later on down the track, if they do have a little, I guess, bump in their journey, you can say, okay, like, this is why you're actually doing it. Remember when you told me that you're wanting to earn more money so you can pay for your child's schooling, or something like that, or like whatever your actual goal is. And then that way it brings them back to why they actually started. And also, how long have you felt this way? How long have you been living paycheck to paycheck? I don't know, just any of these questions kind of just like digs deeper on why they're actually wanting to get started and stuff.
And it like creates that fire inside of them that's like, holy heck, like I want to change my situation so badly, which leads really well into when you ask them, like, if I could share an opportunity with you to help achieve your goal of, retiring your mom, blah, 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 like insert the little goal that they had, would you be interested or would you be open to me sharing it? That again, you've found out their pain point and now you're presenting an opportunity to achieve their goal. And yeah, that's like a really powerful statement if I were you.
Yeah, and for sure. And like, as I said at the start, like, you don't have to follow these like as a template or anything. We like truly believe in like making your own thing, and like we don't like templates, but we do want to give you guys the steps and like
the structure,
an example of what to say, because most of the people who are doing this as a business, like I know at the start when I first started I had no idea what to say, so actually having a little example there, feel free to use it or feel free to make your own as well. And then send a tool. Like, this is so important. Don't ramble on about like how you can help them, blah 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 blah. Yeah, don't send a big message explaining everything. You can send them one of our income opportunity videos. We will link them below this video so you guys can get the link to that, or you can just jump on our YouTube and have a little watch of the different income videos and send them the one that you think kind of best resonates with them. And then you could either schedule a 3-way call with them or you could get them to an event. But 9 times out of 10, I always send them the video just because it's like easy. I'm busy, they're busy. They can watch the video when they actually have time. Or if they are really, really super fired up and super interested, a 3-way call or an event would be really, actually any of these tools would be really good for someone who's interested in the business, because at the events they usually talk about the opportunity as well.
Calls are really awesome as well. Like, I've chatted to people who were really passionate about travel and being able to earn while they travel. So I know instantly, okay, Kia's done travel, she's won free travel, she loves the business, and putting them in a 3-way chat. Even if then Kia was to share her story and then send the opportunity video, it's still the same steps, but just adding that chat to bring that third party validation is just really, really key.
And like, the business doesn't just have to be earning money. It could be like traveling the world, like quitting your job and actually working from home. It could be like something smaller. It could even just be like not a business. It could just be like a side hustle or like something to do or the community or all of these different things. So it doesn't have to be like just about the money, I guess. And then different follow-up questions. As I said in the last video, I think it's around 5 to 7 follow-ups before someone will actually get started, if not more. I know Crystal lived with me for like a year before even like looking into this. So if someone doesn't reply to you or if someone says no, you can still follow up with them and you can still like get in touch with them about the opportunity. I know when you have sent that income opportunity video or you have gotten them to an event, it's so, so, so important to follow up with them and ask like, how did they find the event, or what was your favorite part of the video, or any of these questions, because someone will leave an event and they'll like feel overwhelmed. They'll be like, whoa, like this is crazy, but they don't actually know where to start. So you need to lead the way and you need to actually ask them like how they found it, what they liked about it, all of that sort of stuff. So you can use the questions that are on this little slide, or you can use your own follow-up method, but these are definitely ones that have worked for us.
For sure. And even like as well, like not coming from like that spammy way, but just like a follow-up can literally just be maintaining a genuine connection and friendship with that person.
Like me with you.
What? No. But yeah, like I've chatted to heaps of people before that were interested in ISA, but it just wasn't the right time for them, and so I've just maintained a friendship with them, and now people have got started like a year down the track just because I was continuously like just chatting to them and being friendly, and then it became a right time for them.
Yeah, for sure. Like I went to an event and they explained it as like a happy medium. So like when you're in the middle, and that is like when someone will say yes, when everything's right in their life, the timing, the mindset, the money, all of that stuff is when someone's going to say yes to the Isagenix opportunity. But we've got things like stress from work, no money, stress in other areas of their life. Something big might have happened, like someone in their life might have like, I don't know, gone through some trauma or something. We have so many things affecting our life, and someone will only say yes when it's the right time, it's the right place in their life, it's that. So you got to remember that you might ask someone about Isagenix once and they're going to say no, but like later on in their life, it might be actually the right time. I have been doing this for 4 years now, and like, I even have people now message me saying, I've been following your journey for 4 years and I'm super interested in starting. I'm like, what? Like, that's crazy. So like, you just got to think that someone might say no to you like 10 times, but like, as long as you're not being spammy, as long as you're being 100% genuine, like, don't send someone 100 messages if they're just not replying.
And like the same message. Like,
yeah,
hey,
like
video. Have you watched the video?
Exactly. Like, people are in our generation, like, we know when something's spammy, and like, you know when someone's not being genuine. Like, for instance, me and Crystal, this isn't just about the money anymore. Like, it's about us creating a community. It's about us like linking up with other people, helping people. Like, people know when you're coming from a genuine place. So if you are being spammy, like, that's definitely not the way to go. So even just like what I always say before I send someone a message is, would I like to receive this message? So you can always just think that and then be like, no, she sent me like 20.
Awesome. So in order to, like, it's always good to explain this to people who are super interested in the business, is that in order to be authentically sharing the opportunity and earning with the opportunity, like, you do need to be having an authentic product experience. Like, we never want to be sharing something or recommending or selling something that we haven't ourselves loved and enjoyed. So we really recommend chatting to the person and finding them a pack that suits them, because someone might have approached you with, I want to like pay off my student loan and I want to make all this money, but they actually might also have like a horrible bloating and a burning health goal that they've always been wanting to work towards. And then that could couple it really, really beautifully together as well. Or they might just literally be interested and keen on getting a little bit more healthy. Everyone knows everyone that's going to be wanting to, get a bit more healthier. So we recommend talking to them about the morning routine packs. You can chat to them as well and say that this is the minimum amount of products needed in order to stay active and therefore earning with the opportunity. So they can understand that you're talking to them on a business perspective as well, and actually being transparent with them and giving them the best introduction and in a business minded way as well. Yeah.
And also you can say to them, like you kind of touched on that, they're not paying for the website, they're not paying for the shipping, they're not paying for anything, they're not paying to start the business up. Like, for instance, like when you start up, I don't know, a cafe or something, it's like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to like start up a business. With this, the only thing that they're actually paying for is their products each month, and it roughly in New Zealand costs around $250 a month to keep your business open, and they're eating the products as well. So like, you just say that to them, like, there's no cost to actually start up the business, you just need to be using the products, and you have to be using 100 BV, which is roughly around $250 New Zealand, which each of our morning routine packs are 100 BV. So we just always recommend to start up their journey on one of those packs, because obviously they have the business and then they can choose the products as well. So some things to cover once they're kind of interested, or like just as you're chatting to them. So talk to them about having a product experience. As Crystal said, they can actually start to refer people straight away. So for instance, Crystal obviously knew a little bit about it. She lives with me, so I was like,
at the time, earning $4,000.
Yeah, I was earning crazy. So like, I told her all about it, and I pretty much just said, you actually can enroll people the day you enroll. So Crystal was just messaging a couple friends, and she had some people to get started with her as soon as she pretty much ordered her products. So her products arrived at the same time as her friends' products. And then that way she got paid almost straight away. I think it was a week later. Or there's the option, I always just give them the option. I say, I can help you to get started in the opportunity straight away. So like now, or we can order your products. You can have a product experience for, let's say, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, however long you want. And then you can start referring. And pretty much everyone wants to have a product experience first, which is like super good, because you don't want to be referring people to something that you actually haven't tried. And like, you want to, I guess, share it in an authentic way. Like, I know I would want to like know what I was putting into my body and know what I was telling other people to use. So that's always an option.
And as well though, like if they did want to get involved in the opportunity straight away, you can share that in an authentic way as well. So for me, I did a post just being totally transparent, saying, never tried this before, I'm just giving it a go. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just looking for some people to give it a crack with me. And that's still really authentic, really genuine. yeah, it's just whatever one they're wanting to go for.
100%. And changing your account over to an associate. So pretty much every person who orders the products, they have a product account. You can order the products, you can enter the challenges, whatnot. You just can't earn money until you turn over to an associate. So it's up to you whether you want to do it straight away. If you do it straight away, you do accumulate the points from your own personal orders and anyone else below you. Don't worry, I'm not going to go too far into it, but you can also wait to change over to an associate. And I know that has some benefits too, because there are some bonuses that are time limited, I guess. So like when you change over to an associate, your time essentially starts to hit these bonuses. So it is up to you, whatever way you choose. Pretty much our website has a team exclusive resources. You can add them to that, give them the password so they can actually do their own research, watch this call, watch the other calls, and that's then that way they know like all the different resources. They'll have more of an understanding other than just you can make money. And then schedule a 3-way call with you and them, and then either myself or Crystal or both, and then we can really support them, because it's like our goal not just to support you guys but to support your people and your people's people, and like literally everyone, even if we don't know them, literally just we're more than happy to do a call, and then that way we can find out what their goals is and then help them with the next steps, because it's honestly crazy. So like we'll help you, we'll help them, and like that way we can both kind of support that person in kind of maximizing their compensation plan and actually achieving their income goals. So that's all for that slide. But if you guys need any help or have any questions or literally anything, just message one of us and we got you. Whoop, whoop.